But if I didn't know I had to act. I didn't
even me being like, if I had to like simulate munching, I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, no, I didn't know I had to cock it up. Like, I didn't have to cock it back. That's different.
I mean, it's like Chloe and Damson though. It's not real. It's just acting.
No, it's not the same because that's.
Well, no, Chloe got beat, got
yeah, but
like,
that's
trashed.
That's how they are sexually inclined. So it's a bit different to, like, if Danzon was bent over getting that, it would be completely different.
Why?
What?
It's just acting.
Nah, bro.
Bro, you be the first to come on here and talk about drama school and
yeah, but that don't mean that I'm all good to just throw myself into anything.
You said I'll gladly.
Yeah, because
you did say
gladly do that. I would assume that. Okay, I might do that. Like,
but what I had in my head, what was good.
Gladly was
do you know what? Sometimes he even said to me, sometimes you need to watch the words you say, and he right. Like I agree with him now because
he went quickly into it.
Yeah, that's not.
And I respect you for it. If that was you,
go you.
But I'm just saying that I wondered if
the parts they be trying to get people to do now, and it's not like before where it's just coming out the closet.
That's what I thought I was gonna do. That's what I thought. Yeah, levels, and there's only certain.
And yes, I mean, if you, I mean, it is what it is. If you can withstand the conversation.
Oh, the conversation. Oh,
afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Chloe got gunned, and it was not real, but yet she still got called a hoe because she let simulated backshot happen.
Yeah, but
was ridiculous.
What I will say is, though,
it was her thighs, though, right?
Sorry,
it was her thighs, though, right? Well, like
I don't know. They said it wasn't. It was a body double.
Really?
Oh, did she? No. They offered a body double, and she said no. She wanted to do it, but even still, And
imagine your
It was the arch and the thigh that done it for me. I was like,
so she's a hoe?
No. I was just saying we were having a debate on whether you would let would you be cool with your missus? I was cool.
Okay. If my man, if Damson, he's my nephew, I can't. So if my man,
Idris.
Nope. Trevante Rhodes. He's safe.
This nigga now.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Gorgeous specimen. If he was my man and he did that.
Are you telling me?
Are we okay?
We're good.
We have to, what can we do?
Can I ask another question?
Right?
What can we do?
But can I ask another question? Because you said something interesting. So imagine he was offered not to do it and a body double would do it and he'd be like, no, I wanna do it.
If that's his, listen, if you've done that consistently, I'm okay. If you're like, oh, she's been cast.
I'm definitely doing this.
Then I'll be like, bro, come on now.
Sandra Bullock, man, was like, no, bringing the body double. 2-2's close. Yeah.
Don't change up.
You got to keep the same energy. Yeah, you got to start from early.
Does that not scare you?
What that?
Because the amount of times I've dropped water on my laptop.
Yeah, but I mean, you just got lost on the train trying to come here, so I can imagine that you.
Don't judge me. Don't tell Anthony.
I can imagine you're a little bit calamitous.
Yeah,
with
don't judge me. I get to where I get to 99% of the time. Today was a discombobulation. I don't know what happened.
Okay, cool.
I understand.
All right, man, that's cool. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Boom.
Oh.
All right.
Scared.
We back.
Don't be.
This is a special episode, you know.
Special.
This is a special episode. Do you know why it's a special episode?
Why is it special?
Because this is our 100th episode.
Is this the one?
This is the one.
This is the 100.
This is the 100th episode. This is the 100th episode. This is it.
Long time coming.
And we're actually, what's the word? We're actually
emotional.
No.
Oh
yeah, that's wild.
We're actually.
It's better than excited.
But to have you on the show.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? What do you say? We're actually.
It's not grateful. It's better than that.
Yeah. We're actually something to have you on the show.
We're
privileged.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Would we throw that out? We throw that out.
It wasn't what I was thinking of, and I don't think it was what you was thinking.
It weren't, but it kind of. But
we can work with it.
You got anything? You got any synonyms? Antonyms?
I'm feeling at a loss as how to feel right now. Don't you know?
We're just excited to have you here. Because this is like the 50th time, and like we've actually managed to.
Can we talk about the 50th time? Can you talk about that? How I have been available?
To be fair, the one time it was my mistake, and I'll allow you that. I'll allow you that. But yeah, no, we're happy to have you here, man.
But you know what? That's how you know things are meant to be, because this is the 100th episode. So
exactly.
Honestly, to be fair,
and you knew what you was doing, right?
Literally timed it. Let me do maths. It's like, hold on, wait, it's too early. But nah, it landed.
Yo, people, it's Watch It or Not
TV.
I'm your host, Daniel Nero. I'm with my co-host.
I go by the name of Zush, aka
Gyamfi. And today, you haven't been introduced yet, but I'm sure you know who she is. And if you don't, you've been obviously living under a rock.
Literally.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Akua Gyamfi.
From what do you do? What do you do? Where are you from? Tell us.
I run a little platform called the British Blacklist. I'm co-founder of Soul Film Fest. I'm also 1/4 of Your Aunties Could Never podcast. Creator and co-host and co-producer. And
come on.
Co-creator, co-host, co-producer of The Circle podcast.
You heard me?
And I'm a mother.
What?
Hey, the biggest job ever.
See,
that's the best intro we've ever had. That was
you set off the 100th episode nicely.
I was like a shotgun shell, just bam, 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 bam.
As we've had in the past, like people are a bit dry. You get me? You've had the regular old Daves and Helens that just be like, yo,
no Daves and Helens, right?
Yeah, so bring yourself up. And we got cameraman Alex in the building.
What?
Cameraman Alex.
Cameraman Alex.
I've never liked the name.
I thought you said caramel something, and I missed that.
Yeah,
so I was like, ooh.
It's something you would say.
That's something that could work. Caramel.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's a bit
Cameraman Alex.
Yeah.
Hi, Cameraman Alex.
Yeah, but I mean, I've always thought that it could be something better, but
I think cameraman.
Well, cameraman Alex. I know, and I wasn't happy with my creation. Like, what do you want me to do?
Cameraman Alex works.
Yo, people, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because we want to hear that sound.
Ta-ting.
Or
ta-tung.
And I know Auntie Axe don't know what that means.
No. And funny enough, remember I said, like, man was going to move on. Yeah. But I thought, you know what?
Just one more time.
Yeah.
One more time. For the road.
All right. So basically the sound ting or ta-tung is basically, you see when you're watching the show, right? So someone might have sent you the link. It's like, yo, check this out. It's a really dope show. You're going to be like, oh, okay, cool. So you'll check it out. You're going to be like, you know what? This was actually really good. Like I found out some information about movies. I figured out if I should watch it or not by the review. They had a good conversation. So what you're going to do is you're going to press the notification bell. Because that reminds you. You know how it works. YouTube,
I understand.
It reminds you. However, depending what browser you use, so whether it's on Google Chrome or Safari or
Opera,
it makes different sounds. Like when you press the notification bell, like depending on the browser, this makes different sounds.
So you're defining the ta-ting and the ta-tung. Who does the ta-ting?
Safari.
And who does the ta-tung?
Chrome.
What does Opera do?
It's a mixture of the both.
Yeah.
It's like a ta-tung. Yeah. What's
It's
that
What's
that on the floor? What's
that on the floor?
There's a gem.
I think, it's a gem. Could you pick it up?
No.
Pick up that gem, man, because that's what we be dropping on the show.
Oh my God, you Chiefs. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, man.
That was very, very...
Was that good, yeah?
And I felt for it.
That's like I'm taking a picture. It's a video.
Got him.
No, you got me. No, literally, I literally looked.
Got him.
I really thought there was diamonds on the floor. I thought that's what you did for your guests.
We all wouldn't be here if there was diamonds on the floor.
Because you said opera, I thought it was going to be like, you could have.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did.
I tried to bring it back.
You know what
I tried to bring it back.
Hold on, wait.
Got too far in the future now. It's still 2023.
Wait a minute.
I tried to.
Did everyone have a good Easter? Is everyone Easter? Do you celebrate? Are you more for Easter than you are for Christmas? Can I just ask that?
No, I'm not.
No,
I only do Christmas because of the kids. Really, I'm not even.
So you don't care about Easter neither?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh wow.
I mean,
you wouldn't go that far.
No.
Okay.
You don't have fish on Good Friday?
No.
Okay. Fish?
Yeah.
Nah.
I actually forgot. I kind of generally honour it. Then in the morning I was hungry and I had a little bit of chicken stir fry that was cooked.
Okay.
By my daughter, and I and then I was like, oh darn.
I'm not.
But I just feel like I don't honor the tradition. So.
To be fair, actually, I had saltfish fritters. Does that work?
Not intentionally?
Yeah. And did you eat? Was that the only bit of fish you had for the day? You had meat. Pause. Rest of the.
Are we still pausing in 23?
Sometimes depends how it drops.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean. That was a pause.
Yeah, so
that was a pause.
As a woman, these things don't bother me.
Well, of course, because let me know. Let's fight now. let me know. Let me stop.
Don't get there.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, that was the only fish. But can I say that like they was fish packed? No, that there was a lot of fish in them
around that
in them
in the
fritters.
fritters.
I should hope so.
Yeah, so there's a decent amount.
I know, because some fritters are more
peppers
doughy
this,
and
that,
peppers and stuff
like,
than the actual
But
saltfish.
this was fishy.
All right, cool. Well, I had fish all day
Okay.
on Friday.
Do you feel self-righteous?
Kinda, yeah, especially around you sinners. I didn't think it was gonna go that way.
Around us
I was like,
heathens.
yeah, I was like, yo,
I'm a heathen.
like I pay a little attention to like just
But
tradition.
are you do you go to church? Did you go to church?
Look, why be doing all?
No, because you
of
tried
that?
to say that we're sinners. So let's go the whole hog. Did you go to church?
No, but you
Did
don't need to do
repre-
it. Like, just contribute a little
Just
bit.
eat fish.
Just a little bit of contribution.
I'm sure the Lord was like, nah, man, I'm Rose. And you're just eating fish to honour me. You didn't do more, fam.
No, well, I did.
What did you do?
You ate fish, copious amounts.
I pray every night.
Do you?
Yeah, I just threw that.
That's felt like... that felt
Hold
like
on, wait. It worked over here. It worked.
I pray.
But I
It
was
worked
getting
over
there.
here. It worked
But I
over
was
here.
getting there. Like, do you?
No, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
I really,
Do
you
you
know
say
what?
the Our Father or do you say something else?
I
Hallowed
say
be thy
that
name.
the now lay me down to sleep.
I used to say that.
I go into like giving thanks and praying
Every night,
for-
consistently?
Yeah, yeah.
Even when
Well,
you're
there are
twisted?
times. Well, no, don't do that to me.
When
Come on.
you
Come
need
on.
to, when you
much rum
actually,
and this thing just
yeah.
come straight
Really?
home. Go
when you
bed.
actually need to atone for your sins.
No. I do when I don't. No, you always need to, but I do when I'm not. If I'm intoxicated or I fall asleep, then
Just say
that's
whatever,
happened.
yeah,
But I do it consciously all the time. Like,
Okay.
Really?
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, is it? I mean, yeah, good for you.
I mean, I feel like do
You
something.
gotta give that. I think giving thanks.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
important.
yeah.
I do
yeah.
forget to give thanks.
Yeah. And I'm not like super religious or nothing, but I feel like yeah.
Sounds like
you know
sounds
what
you're
it
way
is.
more religious than
Again,
me.
no, you know what it is. Again, tradition. You know when you've just been doing something, and
Yeah.
that, I guess that's like my little faith thing and my little conversation
I hear
and
that,
my
man.
little meditation. So yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
Yeah, man. That's
You hear me?
Yeah, man.
I hear that.
I learn new things about you all the
I
time.
told you,
man.
don't know me, bro. You don't know me.
After 100 episodes.
I tell him all the
crazy.
time. It's
That's
still early.
Wow.
It's still
How long have you guys known each other?
about 100.
101 episodes. Yeah, roughly. To be fair, it isn't much
Yeah,
longer
no,
than
the
that. To be fair,
episodes kind of
Yeah.
represent the relationship.
Okay, so you're still uncovering the layers.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Aye.
don't have to say it like that, but whatever, man.
Oh my God, is it a pause moment?
No, it wasn't a pause. I'm just
no.
saying. There's this. Nah, to be fair, I was. Nah, it's fine. We are uncovering the onion layers.
Exactly. I'll tell you what is a pause moment though. Quick segue. You don't hear about the new Channel 4 show.
Oh my, the
school.
naked
The
thing with
yeah.
the kids.
Naked
That's
education.
not pause.
No?
But,
Well, no,
Well, it's not pause, but
it's
it's
not pause, but it's like, yo.
okay, yeah, so yo.
Yeah, it's a bit
It's
like
a big yo.
It's a
It's
bit
yo.
like wow, go on.
But do you know what? It went in the group, but then I didn't get a chance to really delve into the ins and outs. But my initial reaction wasn't actually like, oh my God. It was more like,
My initial reaction was, so first off, because when I saw it, I was like, huh? But then it was like, I need to, what's the angle here? Like, what is they trying to, like,
Well,
what are
I
they, what's the point
I
of the show?
believe
What's the
from
premise?
what I've read, it's to kind of show from young or people or youngsters to be comfortable with their body. Like
Yeah.
it comes in all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
And don't be embarrassed. Like for the guys, I think there was a conversation
Size.
about obviously. Well, it was for the girls as well.
Oh, what
but,
size of the?
size of your penis sort
Oh,
of
okay.
thing. When it's like flaccid sort of thing.
Okay.
And so I guess
But is that?
you would have I guess as young men, like as we know, like you want it to be a certain size, you may lie, you may think it's this and boom, 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 that. You may be lying to yourself. Well, you are lying to yourself and you're lying to your friends sort of thing. So I feel like they're trying to put off the angle of being comfortable with who you are, how you look, just any size sort of thing, because this is the average. Like I think a question was, how big do you think a penis is at a flaccid size sort of thing? And I think they said like 5-6 inches. And
Flaccid?
yeah, and apparently really the average is 3. And this is from what I read. So it's trying to bring light to things like that. I think my was a bit more to do with the age groups. I'm like,
what were the age groups?
14, I believe.
I feel like, because someone said kids, and I thought it was like primary school.
I believe
Primary
it's 13, 14.
I think teenage years, I actually think I don't have a problem with it. I putting it on TV, maybe okay, but then at the same time, if there's safeguarding, which there will be because they're, of a certain age, all those things in place, they're not being exploited. And so something about this conversation, this thing, I mean,
is there?
I don't think there's a problem with it.
Why under this format? I'm like, I don't. Why?
That's the thing. To bring it to the audience, to the national audience, that's a bit like, okay, does everything have to be on TV? However, there are some people that grow up in environments where their parents are not telling them about these things. They're not getting this kind of open, honest conversation, and they are living in a cloud of misinformation. So sometimes some kids are raised by TV, and if it's some sort of educational show that can like reset some of the misinformation that they've been receiving from friends and from TV and from, there's kids who are being bombarded with porn and stuff like that. A show like this actually could reset the balance. So I don't think I'm mad at it.
Is there not something a bit left about having a grown man stand naked in front of a 14-year-old girl?
That's
no,
literally...
why don't... No.
Whoa, sorry, hold on, wait. Was it opposite sexes?
Yeah, both.
Wait,
they would have. I think they had like a line of men and a line of women, and they're basically showing girls and boys.
I did not know
so
that.
What about
I never knew
boys
that.
seeing a naked woman?
Well, yeah, just use that as an example.
The first thing you, as a man,
because I feel like
you
that
felt like that was more of a problem, but it's not. It's
yeah,
actually
because I feel like because I can only speak from a man's point of view, and I would feel like as a man that would feel mad awkward, and it's like there's just a few connotations
these are the things that we do need to get past.
But that is wrong though for a 40-year-old girl for a man to stand naked in front of
a naked woman to say the woman.
Oh well, yeah. Well, it is wrong for a girl to stand naked in front of.
Do you know why I don't? Do you know why I feel different? I think they're both a bit weird, but I feel that I feel like a grown man standing in front of a young girl is different in the sense of how we look at
how society
but that's what I'm saying.
No. Let me land. So I understand that part, and I understand it's how we're conditioned to think like, okay, a man standing in front of a young girl, but a woman standing, cool. But then I think of all the times that younger that I remember, like my mum just walking around naked the house. You know what I'm saying? My dad would never walk naked around the house. Even when I used to have like boxers on and stuff like that, he used to be like putting your clothes and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So
that's interesting.
So for that, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe that's ingrained. But me, I walk around my house naked, like more than I have clothes. Like all my kids see me. My missus obviously see. I just walk around. So
you got boys as well. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Would you do the same?
No, this is what I'm saying.
I mean, generally,
I don't think.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't even feel like that's how society portrays things. Sometimes I just feel that's how your natural instincts feels a bit like. But there's that don't feel right. It's like that's not even an influence from others. That's just it doesn't feel right here. So I feel like sometimes it's not what society portrays. It's just a natural kind of instinct.
But I think generally we're uncomfortable being naked, just being naked for naked's sake in amongst people. Like me and my girlfriends, we don't really. There's some of us that might, not at this age, but when we were younger, when we all getting ready to go raving or something, some of us are just like, woo, bras off, knickers off. Yeah. Others are like, no, hiding behind a towel. So there's levels of discomfort that we feel as a society.
Yeah, I'm not the naked man.
I'm not really a naked person. I got comfortable naked.
Walk around in the locker.
Yeah, in the locker room.
But there's men that are want to chat to you as well.
But it's getting to that level of removing that, like, what is the, because there's so much stuff that goes with being ashamed of your body, whether it's that overly sexual connotations that makes it awkward. Like, again, saying that a man standing in front of, it's different. Like, yeah, a man just randomly naked in front of a 14-year-old girl, or a woman just naked in front of a 14-year-old boy. That's mad. But in a situation like that, then there should be nothing wrong because it's a scientific experiment.
Even when you look at relationships, when it's an older guy with a younger girl, it's looked at very differently than if it's an older woman with a younger guy. Like, you might, the younger guy might even get plaudits. They'll be like, yo, my guy, do you get me? But when it's the other way around, you look at it as a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, taking advantage of them. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that still comes into play with it as well. And also, I feel with men, it's kind of a more, I don't want to say manipulative because that's not the word, but it's more predatory. And aggressive is the wrong way.
Predatory.
Yeah,
but that's what society has done, and this is why it makes it difficult for men to be in certain situations just innocently, and it's removing these things that men and women are on more, let's not please wake up the manosphere, but getting us more on an equal footing where we're just two humans existing in this space. We happen to have different genitalia, and let's find common ground more and remove these stigmas. So then some of those things are, I don't know, we don't have all this stuff and pressure around men and women that we're so different, and there's so much, I don't know. There was a conversation, was it, I can't remember her name. I saw it on one of the Instagram platforms, and this woman was saying, like, you know, we use guys as fun N-words until we find one to settle down with. So basically, but all the responses were like, yeah, that's why you're going to get run through, and fun guys that are just having fun, they're enjoying it, and so they don't care, but you lot just going to get run through, and then you're not going to find your husband because you're going to be used up. And I was like, I want to remove that narrative, because for so long women have been denied their sexual authority and autonomy to like actually sit in the fact that we enjoy sex too, and we might want to lay with a couple guys before we settle with the guy. Doesn't automatically mean that we're a hoe.
It's so funny because in a real life, I feel like the ones that had fun as youngers are the ones that end up
married,
bro. 100%.
Listen,
are the ones that end up happily married in a stable
relationship.
relationship.
Go you.
And I feel like go you. And that's why women are raised under a big lie, big lie, because that's exactly what we say. Like, I know women that have had big fun, and they've got their man.
You got to go out the ends.
And there's girls that are just like, no, they don't even have to go out the ends, to be fair.
I mean,
it is what it is, but
depends
generally,
how local you were.
Well, there's that. Obviously, there's levels, but at the same time, some of them are quite fine. And those of us who sat down with our legs crossed, still sitting there like, oh, well.
I feel like as well, do you know what? If I'm being honest, like, it would be like, I don't want to say, like, not recent as in like last 2 years, but recently where I've kind of come to that conclusion as well, because obviously when man are younger, you think like, rah, she slept with like 10 guys, you're like, nah, like fuck that, like this, that, but, or like 15, 20, whatever the number is, you're like, nah, like this, that, boom. But now of age, I'm like, I feel like if I was a woman, like, I'd rather be that way than that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think it's either
I would
or.
have been dirty if
I would have been.
Do you think?
Nasty.
I would have been a.
I would have been a piece of something.
Yeah, but you're really thinking as a man.
But I wouldn't. No, I would be a hoe, kinda, because I wouldn't let like bare man.
Not hoe.
Like I wouldn't be. That's.
There's not hoe.
Like, he'd be a hoe. That's what you're saying.
Well,
there's not hoe, because we also need to understand.
Okay, can we say hoe with EAUX? Her.
No,
that's like a posh one. That's like a posh one.
It's not that.
Nothing.
But it's also like ensuring that you're not saying that because a woman's had bare man, she's a hoe.
But
does it apply to guys? It doesn't always.
Are we gonna be honest? Like, if you have sex with like, if you have sex with like a lot of guys in like a month period. Because that's.
But is a man, as long as you're saying that the man's a hoe and the man gets the
same.
Yeah.
Men are straight
hoes. Wait.
Okay.
Men are straight hoes with a go
boy.
Yeah. My guy.
Now, you know what? I'm cool with hoe. Just embrace it. Don't front. If you embrace it, then that's what you do.
No. Not let us embrace it. Let you, man, embrace it.
No, but what does that mean? Like,
so in other words,
I would never take you serious after that.
No, but you got to take me seriously.
No. I embrace it as you could be my friend.
No,
we could be friends.
That's what I'm saying. Because
calm. I could be friends with a hoe.
As a hoe,
if
I met you like, man, you slept with gal, too many, I would still look at you like, okay, I might be the one. But you lot would be like, nah, she's just trash.
Yeah, because, but you know, can I say something?
Remove that.
Can I say something?
Remove it.
Can I say something? The thing is as well,
different though.
No, it's not.
Right, but the thing is, I think where we are and where we've come up, we are led to believe that for a woman to sleep with a guy, there has to be some sort of level of.
But that's not just from us though. That's from women that raise us.
We've also been raising that. Listen,
but there has to be like a level of like, for you to sleep with that man, you have to like have some sort of feelings.
Because
there has to be
but you know why?
Yeah,
we've been forced to think that way.
But hold on, wait. Is it wrong for men to put women on a pedestal then? Is it wrong for us to want to treat you like a queen?
No.
And if we're doing that, it's kind of hard to want to treat you like a queen if I know you slept with all the jokers.
No, wait.
I did that. Spud me,
no, there was no spud.
Come on, don't leave me.
No, Daniel, you spud him.
Come on.
I'm going to judge. Don't do it. I've judged you forever.
No, but that's true.
No. I've judged you forever for that.
True.
For that moment in there.
True.
Can we zoom in on that moment when I judged them and I forever judged them?
No, but that's a bit true, though.
No,
Okay, all
no,
right.
because you're doing too much. You're putting too much into the situation. You're doing too much. Listen, first and foremost.
I just like the analogy, to be honest.
No, it wasn't that great.
There's no...
Come
It
on.
wasn't.
That
No,
was
joke.
pack of cards.
No.
Nah, all right, cool.
No.
It was good.
I know. Because
Haters, man.
on the
So many haters are clocking our
vision.
vision. Hey.
But
Yeah.
my point is, it's nothing wrong with you putting us on a pedestal, put us on a realistic pedestal. Same way for us, not putting you on unless you're making and you're not. Like, let's level the playing field. We're humans, meeting of minds, meeting of souls, meeting of connections and libido.
Yeah.
Forget the backstory. To an extent. I'm not, okay, to an extent.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
To an extent.
Because I
I
know
might
some
forgive
people...
the backstory.
Because, but let's equal
might
foot
get
in it,
past
because if
it,
you have banged 20 and I've banged 20, don't tell me I'm a hoe. Don't tell me I'm a hoe. Don't
What
tell
if
me
I've
I'm a
banged,
hoe.
Alright.
what if I've banged 15 and you've banged 25?
All right, can I?
Don't
can,
tell me I'm a hoe.
can I-
Because look at that.
And to be fair, I wouldn't even say that's a hoe, to be
Can I,
honest.
can, I,
I
can, I,
wouldn't
can, I,
even say
can I
that's a
just get this off my chest?
Get
Like,
it, get it,
we're being
get it,
real.
get it,
100th
get it.
episode, yeah?
Get it.
I'm going in. No
Get it.
more PC thing,
Get it.
yeah? Like, okay, so,
Uh-huh.
you see girls, right, yeah? You see, like,
Sure
unprotected...
you don't want to say females.
You see females, sorry. See females.
No, I'm not telling you to.
All right, what?
Oh, you gotta say
see-
you gotta say cis now.
What?
No,
You're
no,
confusing
no,
me
don't,
now.
No, we
don't
don't-
lead them down the wrong
No,
path.
you're confusing me.
No.
Anyway, all right, you see unprotected sex, right?
Okay.
All right, yeah? You see, like, a man, he comes in a woman, right?
Okay.
And, like, obviously, I've heard and know that throughout the day, a woman can still, like,
Leak.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you see that little science experiment there. That, to me, makes, like, a difference in terms of how much times you can have that done to you as opposed to a man releasing that. Am I making sense here?
But you're still getting covered in it, by the way. You're getting covered in juices. And if you don't brave yourself properly, you're going to get covered in juices. And also, women that speak...
That's kind of...
No, no,
See, I
wait.
can't-
I don't even know. What happened?
No,
What
he's
just-
basically
what
trying to
just
say, he's just trying to say that.
What did I miss? I didn't even
Basically,
get it.
he's giving this scenario where we're getting a woman that's been run a train or something, who's getting bare semen inside of her, like bagging it, storing it. So she's got
Is
John,
that-
David, Aaron's,
okay,
Lewis's stuff
Inside
inside her within a
Is-
short space of time.
Is that not like
That's
different
that's
science? Is that
but
not like
that's-
different
but that's
chemistry
going
to me
to-
going around and
No,
doing that
you're
to
still doing it.
X, Y? Yeah, but
It's-
is
wait.
Is the chemistry not different?
Wait. Whether
It's just a
she's-
question, by the way.
wait,
Just a
whether
question.
she's receiving all of that, you're still so that she's received 4 loads of cum, and you've now put your cum in 4 different women.
Yeah.
You're still dirty if you're
Yeah,
going to do
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and then
100%.
she's still dirty if we're going to do it like that.
Yes.
Equal footing doesn't make it worse. Just because she's a receptacle doesn't make it worse.
All right, cool. It was just a question.
I know men don't see it that way, but
Yeah.
it doesn't, because the act is the act. It might seem a little bit more physically like, wow, you got liquid coming out.
Yeah, it's like you can't now go.
that's
Not you.
not-
I'm saying like
Definitely.
they can't go on now and then have sex with
They
her.
can
No,
though. But
I
they
know,
can, though.
but it's like.
But you also
it's
being
like,
no, but,
kind of.
But if
Not
that's
in a
so,
bad way.
but it is. That's what it is.
All right, so that's what I mean. I wouldn't want to then have sex with a girl after I know she just had sex with Dan and he came in her.
But that's fine.
But
You don't have to.
yeah, I
But
know.
my
But
point is,
that's
no,
but that's the reason.
you know what it is.
though.
You know what it is. What men need to, what I think boys and men need to be raised to understand is that if you're calling a girl trash that you've actively sought to have sex with, and you're saying I'm going to sleep with this trash girl, what does that make you?
Oh yeah, no,
And
I'm
that-
saying
but
both
no,
people are trash.
no.
Both people
But-
are trash.
No, it's a real kind of mindset to change over. Like, I'm actually looking at someone that I think is beneath me, trash and a hoe, and I'm going to go and sleep with that person. That language is not put in the sphere for men. Men don't think like that. And I think you lot need to think like that a lot more to then be more a bit more concerned about the people that you lay down with. And then we have a bit more of a level playing field when it comes to who's a hoe and who's not, who's nasty and who's not.
To be fair, when man was growing up, that was a big thing. Like in my peer group, to be honest, like
What?
man would get looked down upon if you slept with someone dead. Like it wasn't a good thing.
What do you mean
like,
dead?
If,
What do you
if
mean how?
like
You slept with a hoe or someone dead.
yeah, if you slept with a hoe, or if you slept with someone who was butters or whatever, or beneath you, would say like my peer group would look down upon you. Like we would be like why her? Like are you like what are you saying? Like
but then that kind of stuff isn't out there in that way. And also, it's like because also and again, same way, a guy that's just out there with his dick, community penis, as we call it.
But this is
you guys don't get that same. And it's
I
stifling. It's actually stifling for women because it's harder for us to admit that. That's what's been happening for so long. It's been harder for women to admit that we enjoy sex and we actually can sit there and be like, oh my God, same way you guys are. Women have that same thing like, give it to me now. Need it now. And we sometimes would like to have that at our disposal, but fear of being judged. Then we go and lay down with some ego.
I understand that, but then it's like the key in the
But I feel like there was ways of going, like we said, there's levels to it. I feel like there was there was girls that had slept with a nice few guys, but no one really ever called her a hoe. And then there was girls that you had in a park that would sleep with like 7 men.
But there's obviously there's levels like that.
Yeah.
But I just really, and then there are women that, okay, if we're going to say, for the lack of a better word, a hoe for that respect, maybe not all, but I do think a large majority of those girls also, what is their life that this is what you want? Because a guy that's that kind of level of, I don't have any care for myself that I'm going to let so many guys go through. There's that, and there's a lack of care and respect for actually what that girl has been through. But also the guys in line in a train, you know.
It's the same.
You are actually there with your brethrens, ready to put your penis inside a girl who is that level of possibly not with it in life, and you're gonna bang her and then come away feeling proud, and then she gets gunned and you lot are like, yeah, I just ran a train and it's all good.
I know it is wild. It is wild, and at that age, it's so sad because it is like a game. It is like an element of fun. Like that was a fun day out in the park.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
I know, it's wild. I
know guys that run trainers like you are foul for that.
It is wild, but it's nuts because I feel like some guys. Well, I can't even speak for all guys, but there are some guys that you do click onto that later on in life how wild that is, and you kind of stop doing
that language needs to come up earlier.
But then
that's go on.
No, because I was going to swing it back round.
Okay, but I was saying, I kind of have that conversation with my kid as well, like with my oldest one. So I remember we had a conversation not recently, probably like last year or something, because we was chatting and he came out with, he kissed a girl at school, and I was like, brother, like, all right, cool. Let me pull over the car. Let me pull over the car because like this is a bit like I need to let you know. But we long story short, but we got onto the conversation of sex, and I was saying like he was like he likes this other girl and I was like, bruv, like don't like. I said, at your age, it might seem cool, because he's like in year 10 this time. I said, it might seem cool to be that guy, to be playing the field. Like, I got that girl, got that. I'm saying, when you hit my age, like, it's no longer cool. Like, that's not cool. Like, treat the one that you're with respect. Do you know what I'm saying? Treat that one with respect. If you like that one, at least end this one and be like, right, okay, I'm gonna go to this one now. Like, don't go and fuck up this one's heart. You get me? I know bare girls that I know now, bruv. Yeah, and their first relationships is a wild thing.
Because and the thing with women is that we can't chop and change like that because we get called a hoe. So that's where you were talking about feelings get involved. But we're told that we have to love that guy. You have to love the one guy.
Yeah.
You can't just sleep with him because you find him attractive.
No, we're not allowed to do that. We have to see a guy. That's my man, and that's been the problem for a lot of women. That's why we end up with fuckery, or we turn a bit crazy, and get a bit too clingy to the wrong one, No, because we're not allowed to pick and choose.
But like I said, I got enough female friends that when they do certain things, because I'm straight talking with them. I talk them like they're my man. So when they tell me that they're having certain problems and it's that, and I'm like, why the fuck why would you do that? Yeah. And they're like, but when you break it down and you deep it, they like, well, like this, like before when I was like this with a guy and this, that, like he done this to me, and I'm like, okay, so I kind of understand why you're now acting like this with this one. You get what I'm saying? But because of what happened. That's
also another reason why sometimes I feel like there is a difference though, because on average, guys wouldn't think like that.
No, I think they're definitely.
But again, that goes with society. It goes with how you've been, how everything's been portrayed, and how you're supposed to feel about yourself, and etc. etc.
We need like a reset to see like if we could
feel like I naturally feel like that sometimes.
Yeah, but it could be. But the thing is, I think we've definitely moved away in society from the fact that men and women, or the genders, identify different ways and have different. There's the matriarch and the patriarch. There are the maternal feelings and the paternal feelings. There are things that I think instinctively, if we can go back to the beginning of time, how women and men moved.
Yeah.
But there's been so much conditioning, and it definitely came from the insecurities of men, I believe, that started to impose these restrictions on women.
Insecurities of white men.
Yeah.
But, okay, by white men, but then
Yeah, and then
black men adopted it.
Yeah, 100%.
just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah. I'm just
Understand.
saying where it trickled down from.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
understand.
start.
Fair,
Yeah, we
fair,
didn't
fair,
start
fair.
that shit.
Though they didn't say that. Black people were the first people on earth.
We affected too.
I hear what you're saying, but
you are,
it was
but we
cool
all
back then. It
affected
was
by
cool
white
back then.
supremacy. I understand. But anyway, I would like to get back to the beginning and see who we really are without
All of
what
everything
society's
around
You know what? Just to swing it back around and finish it here, then the only other problem I guess I had with the show was, do we not think that maybe too young? Is there something wrong with 18? Is 18 not a good enough age?
No, I
to do
think
that?
that's already
18, you're too old.
You're too
So
developed.
when all right, so I knew that was gonna come up. When did you kind of find out about like penis sizes and shit, and how did you find out about that? And when you did, when and how was that a problem? Like, why do we need to? Like, why is there a clock starting at 14?
Because go on.
No, you go. I don't.
No, well, I asked you the question.
You asked.
Right, so hold on. What are you asking me now?
He's basically saying what age
Was you
did
introduced
your
to knowing
kind of
that type of
sexual
knowledge?
awareness
What,
kick in?
about
Anything
About
sizes.
like being curious
about
about
bodies,
the
about other
penis
people.
sizes of others and yours, and when did you find out like
But
a
to be
realistic
fair,
gauge
though,
on
when
that?
you say that, I don't think I ever cared about.
But that's what I'm saying.
about
Don't you
that.
think sometimes this is like some things are introduced? Like, I'm just thinking, I don't have kids and I don't really know the age groups of when things should be
No,
introduced. So
but-
I'm almost asking. Well, I am asking.
Usually-
and it's like when sometimes it feels like, ain't that a bit too early? Because
No,
I
but-
could give an answer and say, like, I feel like the obvious answer is you find a lot of shit out through porn and then conversations, and then that tumbles into something else. And I'm not saying that's the proper way, but it's like, you didn't really start getting that curiosity that early that you needed to know
Yes,
by
you did.
four-
No,
100%.
100%.
I don't-
14.
Listen,
That was
did I?
by
full
14,
swing,
because
like-
puberty.
about wanting us to
Listen.
know others' penis sizes and shit.
No, but it's
Well,
not just
and
about
knowing
that.
your
The
penis size.
show's not just about penis sizes.
No, but I'm
So
using
I
that
think
as
the
an example.
generally the whole
Like
sexual
sexually interested.
awakening
Yeah.
About-
comes
right.
from about 9.
No,
And
so was you curious about the opposite sex's body? When
Yeah.
you were 14?
by 14,
At 14?
100%.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah.
You weren't thinking about girls' boobs.
Listen, like, and
At
you get me?
14?
Like, I think I
Maybe
broke
not,
my
but not-
virginity at 14, and I still didn't really give a shit about the opposite
No, but it's not
sex's
about- I
body.
think- but it's also
like, this is
about-
what I'm trying to say. Like,
But
that's
no, but I think it's about also the information you're consuming and your formative years. So from 9, roughly, girls
I
can
would
get their
go-
period.
I would-
Girls
I
can get
would
their
go
period
about 9,
from
10.
8. Girls can get their periods maybe as young as 7, even.
Yeah.
So your body starts to figure shit out from quite young, and then you start getting sexually aware of the like wherever your interests lay. You start to be aware of the genders that you're aware of, and so these things is where you kind of need to nip it in the bud. The misinformation that's out there. So 14, I think, is even. It could have been, which for TV probably wouldn't have worked. Could have been 10, 11. But that would have caused more outrage.
I would agree around 10. That's
Yeah.
probably
Well,
where-
like I said,
that's
I'm
probably where I
asking.
remember
Like I'm
thinking
saying,
like,
I'm
ooh, like,
I
you
do
know,
agree though, because I definitely found out way too much too late about like the opposite sex. Like, I should have known a lot more earlier. So I do
normalising
agree in
some
that
stuff.
way. So yeah, like I said, I'm asking. I can't really gauge like the ages and what's good. So
I mean, everyone's
this has more
different.
been a learning something for me. But yeah. I just be trying to learn out here.
That's good.
But yeah, that was a good little conversation
yeah.
there, man. Channel 4, yeah, me. I don't know if I'll be watching that show, but
I know I need to watch it, but I'm
yeah.
intrigued. I'm not as against it as
as you may have thought you would be.
As people feel
Yeah.
probably should be. Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. Moving on to the movie review of today.
Yeah, let's get into some reviews, man. Let's get into some reviews.
Okay, so today we chose Breaking.
Yeah, is it breaking or the? No, it's breaking. Isn't it?
It's
Just
breaking. Yeah, when you said the Breaking, that brought up different shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't
brought
know
up very
why.
different
I don't know why I said the breaking, but yeah, breaking.
because it threw me off.
Found it though, didn't you?
Yeah, only because you said John Boyega,
Okay.
who I actually found out looks a lot like one of my cousins randomly. And I've seen his face bare, but with the hair like this and him playing this character, he looks exactly like my cousin.
Oh, is it?
Literally, I sent it to like, so my cousin's got brother and sister. I sent it in the group, and they was like, "Fucking hell!" I thought it was my brother. So I didn't even know. But yeah, so John Boyega, Michael K. Williams, Breaking.
It was his last one, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So this was done last year, I think.
Yeah, because this one came out. We're a bit late on this one,
Yeah.
but it came out. I think it mid or late last year. Yeah. Right, yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen the show. Do you know what as well? One thing. I was in the group. Yesterday, and I was talking about you. Actually,
About who?
you
Me.
to
Was your ears not ringing?
to
That's
Nee.
why.
You know Nee Evans.
Yay.
Yeah, I was talking
the
to
homie.
him, and I said your name. Yeah, I said Akua, and like
You had a
all,
whole conversation about
all,
my name.
all,
Okay.
all hell broke loose because apparently I said it wrong. Yeah. So how do you pronounce your name?
Akua. However,
Akua.
you can also say Akua, depending on which tribe
Okay, I
you're
was going to say
from.
the second.
But to be long story short,
Okay.
I had a lifetime of people fucking up my name. So it got to a point when I met my daughter's dad, his family, they're also Ghanaian, and they call me Akua. And for some reason, telling people my name was Akua was a lot easier than trying to say my name is Akua. However, big up to Stormzy's manager, Akua. Somehow there's a generation of new Akuas that people are now able to say my name without issue. And so now I'm like,
is it spelled the same?
It's hard to say, we're all the same. But it's just now people are starting to say Akua without sounding like they're vomiting because I've had a lifetime of that. So now I say Akua, but I might say Akua, so you will hear versions of my name.
So it's Akua.
It's Akua, yeah.
Akua. Okay, cool.
Get it right.
Yeah, well. Yeah. So, but big up Nee because he had your back.
Yeah,
so
no,
he's
corrected.
Needs the family.
Yeah. So, Akua.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've seen this part of the show, but we read the synopsis in a specific way. Yeah, we make a choice of how we want it read.
We'll be trying to get people to send in like little recommendations of how they want us to sound. So it can be like a telecom communicator, could be like a distressed
It could be like
victim.
Batman. It could be whatever we
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
So
Let me see this in action, please.
okay, no.
Well,
It's
No, are we
yeah,
all
it's
doing
you.
it?
It's you.
Well,
You're the
no,
Oh, I.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so-
it's just a little special
It's only,
treat for the guests.
it's only short.
Yeah,
as
this
well,
one, it's not
to
like
be
a
honest.
big
It's
paragraph.
only
You're
short.
gonna be
Can you see
alright.
from there or
I
no?
can't see that. I've got
Alright,
old
cool.
lady eyes.
That's fine.
Auntie
Old
eyes.
lady eyes. It just-
I've got auntie eyes.
That's fine. So it's
Okay,
only short.
so I'm going to need to drink some more.
That's fine. Do we have a
I had one. Someone sent in one.
go on?
It was a pirate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
But we need
Action.
Pirate.
feelings, like not just like
You're very stupid, all of you.
you can even take like a test, like take a test run.
You can
and then
like
No, I'm gonna
close
do it
one eye and
once and then
pretend you got like an eye
no, I'm
patch.
literally going to do it once and that is it.
I mean, I hope you
you can
get.
cover your eyes and all them.
I'm not going to do
No,
nothing.
all right, cool, man.
I'm going to, okay.
trying to help.
Wait.
Yeah, man. Go
Don't-
on, shake it,
don't
shake
feel
it.
embarrassed to
Oh,
go,
wait,
"Arr."
do you need a top up or we good or
Give me a
what?
top up, give me a top up.
Hey.
Not that one, the
No,
salted
no,
caramel.
wait. Oh, yo, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, big up the salted caramel.
Come on.
Dude, it's got gold in it, right?
No,
this
but
is just the bottle. It's just the bottle.
Yeah.
Guys, cameraman, thank you very much. Could you make sure that we get this? F28 drinks. If you want to grab yours, www.f28drinks.com. Salted caramel, and you got the normal rum, Branco, premium Caribbean rum. Yeah? This is the one.
By the way, F28, we have a podcast called Your Aunties Could Never. We like to drink. So if you
Hey.
could send some buckles over to us, please.
Hey.
Thank you.
Your auntie could never.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That one.
You're not allowed to drink.
Just,
I don't know why.
Just don't give a damn.
Well, I'm just here for a
put it in
good
there.
time, not a long time.
Cameraman Alex? Oh, cameraman Alex.
Cameraman
Finish it.
Alex,
No,
do you
he's-
want some more
Yeah,
drink?
my work in my work. You hear me? Work in my work.
All right, cool.
A pirate, you
A
know.
pirate, yeah.
A pirate,
You know,
a
like
whole
Hook
pirate,
and them, man.
like Jack Sparrow.
Can you give me another
Sinbad and
one?
them, man.
Like Hook.
I
You know,
tried.
there's a new Peter Pan coming out.
Yeah.
No one cares.
They have done that.
Yahara
for
Shahidi's the Tinkerbell. Yara Shahidi. I said Yahara. Yara Shahidi.
I mean, no one's gonna beat the
Blackish
one with Rufio though.
Excuse me. Yeah, Rufio was the best.
He was the best.
Okay, a pirate, yeah.
Pirate.
Okay, wait. A marine. I can't do a pirate
You
accent.
You can. Come
just
on.
wait.
Come on.
Kind of drop the
Wait,
shoulder a little
wait,
bit.
wait.
Come on.
All right.
Kind of.
You know what you just did weren't enough.
Yeah,
That-
me.
you know.
Almost.
Come on,
No, I'm not. I literally.
You seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
A marine,
Army.
an R,
Yeah.
and a marine war veteran faces what? Okay, wait. Mental and emotional challenges are.
You are not getting. Start from the A.
Oh man, a marine war veteran faces mental and emotional challenges are when he tries to reintegrate into civilian life. Arr.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
That's the best you're gonna get.
I mean,
It
wasn't giving pirate.
it wasn't giving pirate.
No.
It wasn't giving pirate, but it was giving something then Akua. So
I tried.
It
So
was
it was-
getting involved.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not an
that's what we
actress.
it was.
You could have maybe given me dramatic. I can do dramatic.
I
Very
mean,
well.
you don't really.
I
need to be
mean,
an
I
actress
feel like
just to-
pirates might be basics.
Yeah, I feel like
You do it then.
No,
no,
because
no,
we only did it one time.
we're done now. That's it.
That segment is over.
Yeah, swiftly moving on. All right, so Zush, you picked this one, so let us know why.
I've been hearing about this one for a little while, and I think if you hopefully you haven't seen this one because we're here to give you a review. But I think the wheeling factor for me was I heard it was a bit like John Q, and
I'm sorry.
Why laugh?
in it, yeah, right, that was.
No,
a bit.
sorry.
So yeah, when I heard that, and when I bumped into it again, I was like, I've been meaning to check this one out. So let me check out and see how John Boyega did at this one, a bit more of a dramatic role, I guess. Yeah. So that was the reason why I picked this one. I guess I'll start. I went into this one obviously thinking it was going to be quite John Q-ish, but I also knew this one was quite a low budget film. So I wasn't really expecting a big blockbuster. Obviously, we had man like Michael K. Williams in it, so I knew
Rest
they
in
had
peace.
people. Rest in peace. I knew they had people in it that was gonna hopefully do it justice. So this one's about really a veteran that that's been shagged. He's been shagged by the government. Not a lot of money, but I think it's more about the principle. And with that, he decides to hold up a bank, and basically I guess he just wants to be heard. When you're watching the film, it's not really even about the money.
Yeah.
It's more about the principle. A lot of the film takes place in the bank. Gave me very inside man feel. But again, obviously low budget, so it's not like a big blockbuster. So when you're watching it, you're not gonna get much from it. There's not too much people in the cast, so it's more about the acting. It's the same thing that we say when there's like two people in a film and it's like it's down to you to carry the film.
Yeah.
Which I felt like this film was about. It was all centered around John Boyega, based on a true story.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I got into the film. I didn't actually know that beforehand. I won't say whether I liked it just yet. I'll let you lot get into where you was at with it.
So I'll go. I started watching this, and it was a little bit strange. Not strange, but it was different for me to see John Boyega right at the start. It was a much more dramatic, more feeling type of role that he was in. I haven't really seen him in that. He did do the cop one. What was
Detroit.
Detroit
was.
which was
Is that
which
with the kid and he was living in a car?
No, that's
What's
Imperial
what?
Dreams. Was that
Yeah.
Imperial
Can't
Dreams?
remember. I
Yeah,
can't
because
remember
that
the
one
name
was
of it.
closer to I think that's closer to this one.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think
I
it's
seen
Imperial
Detroit, and there was a couple scenes in that where I could kind of relate to where it was kind of similar. So that was all I was going off. I think, yeah, like you said, the cast was very small as well. There was a few other people, but they was more just running out the place. Like the main people was inside the.
Yeah.
You had Salinas Leia. She was in
Orange is the New Black.
And
Yeah.
what's the thing we reviewed? That's what's right. The Bear. She was in The Bear. She was the chef, innit? The chef.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
yes.
Oh no, that's not who I was thinking about.
Is that not? That's her, right?
No, she's not. The
Hold
chef
on,
in
you
the
talking
back.
about the young The young
she's
girl.
not the black girl. She's talking about the. You're
talking
talking
about
about the chef. That's not her.
Is that not her?
No, she's not. It's a different woman. It's a different Latina woman.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Double
it's an
check.
older Latino winner. I
Yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was
yeah,
her. Yeah, because I was about to say,
I
no,
thought
it's
it was
not the
her.
black
Okay,
girl.
yeah. So the woman from Orange is the
She is
New
in
Black.
something
innit?
else more recent, but it's not in the bear. The bear's fan.
She looks a bit like
Did
the
you
girl
look review
from
the bear?
Handmaids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't call me.
My bad.
We've called you a lot of times.
That might have been the one we called
That's
you.
that was the
Let's
one we
edit
phoned
that
you.
bit out.
That might have been the one.
That's what
I
we
fell
phoned
into
you.
Might
that
have
one.
been the one still.
Let's just-
Yeah, so Orange is the New Black then, yeah. Was she a chef in that?
No.
Well, she used to
yeah,
work
she was
in
in the
work
kitchen.
in the
She
thing.
was in the kitchen, yeah,
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. She used to work with the woman from Voyager, Captain Janeway Kirk, whatever her name is.
Wow.
Red.
Yes, red.
Right. Yeah, so I thought she was really good, by the way. She really...
She didn't have much to say. But
I think her feelings, I think the way she was portraying herself and the feelings that was coming across. But at the same time, although I thought she was good, I don't think it matched up with how John Boyega's behavior was. Like, because even though she did scared
He
really
wasn't
well,
that threatening.
He
she
wasn't
didn't.
threatening,
It didn't
yeah. She
seem
did the
like
most.
it
He wasn't
didn't
that
really
threatening.
seem like you needed
She
to
was
be
doing
that
the most
scared
all the
if you-
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I feel like she did well because she really gave me scared and like petrified of the
Yeah.
situation.
petrified.
But
It was a bit over
yeah, like it
petrified.
didn't. Like if anything, you'd be more like Nicole
Bahari.
Bahari, where she was a little bit in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like those two did really well in coming up with like the co-stars to act to help him along, John Boyega. I don't know how I feel about John Boyega in this. I feel like he was on the better side of good, but I don't know if it's the film.
You're not really impressed by John Boyega, are you?
No,
Yeah, I remember you saying that before.
no, I'm not. Like, and don't get me wrong, like black, English, Mandem, South, like cool, you get me, and I want him to do good regardless of whether or not I think he's good, because obviously people out there think he is good. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's just nothing I've seen of him that makes me go like raw. Do you know what I'm saying? Like nothing that makes me go.
I think John's a really good actor. I just think the projects he hasn't always been in the best projects for him. But I think I see his specialness. Like in Detroit, he shone, but I felt his role was he should have had the story was based on a true story, so there's only so much they could give him. But I wanted more from him because I think he was really on point in that. Imperial Dream, same. And in this film, I think his performance was bigger than the film around him. So I feel like if this was John Q levels or big budget levels, then it would have fit because he's an actor. He acts. Whether or not you like, it could be slightly dramatic, could be, but he acts, he commits. So I think you're with John, he doesn't do it half-hearted. He's going to go in. And sometimes his level of commitment to the role outshines maybe what's needed for the role. But then to tell someone who's on it and passionate to dial it down doesn't make sense in a sense. So I think the film was smaller than him, his performance. So I can understand what you kind of mean.
I could agree
I
with
think he
you
did
as
a good
well
job.
because I feel like the film. So like even in Woman King, he was dope in Woman King.
Yeah, I thought he was dope.
He was dope in Woman King, but then at the same time, Woman King was dope. If you get what I'm saying, like the film was dope.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand.
It matched.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like you said, with the films he's in, yeah, I don't know if
They need to match his level because I think again it's I think being in Star Wars effed him up a little bit because he was locked.
Yeah.
And where he would have had a different actor's journey where he would have done from the indies that he's done and then slowly said he got into like the big blockbusters, he was locked by Star Wars, so that kind of hindered him.
Yeah.
And so now he's resetting the balance and now starting to do
Now he's doing
the things that possibly would have been more linear.
Because I don't think Star Wars. I don't think he.
No, they absolutely wasted my John in that.
The first one he was in was okay, but then the rest it was just like
because they didn't know what to do with him. What they did was sold us a lie that because I remember because British Blacklisted was like cited John, Star Wars, and they sold the dream that he was going to be literally
the guy,
the focus.
Yeah,
and then it became Daisy, and then it was like,
what we gonna do with?
What we gonna do?
Couldn't kill him off.
Because he made such a big hype, and that's the misstep. And that was the problem for all of us. We were let down, not by him, by how he was used. He was underused.
Yeah.
He could have been
100%.
Oscar Isaacs. He should have been in that space or whatever. Just come in and done a thing like that. He could have easily.
In the third film, he was non-existent, basically. He was literally non-existent.
And it's like seeing our boys, our people just being used as pawns. We don't want that.
Yes.
And I think John is bigger than that, better than that.
But then, so probably then what I don't like about John, not that I don't like, but what my gripe with John Boyega is the films that he's actually been in. Maybe it's that. Maybe I need to see him in something
that matches his levels.
Like I'll use again Woman King, because I thought Woman King was fucking fantastic. I thought it was a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, excluding all the negative connotations around it because of the slavery and whether or not the story was even true and stuff like that.
Brilliant commercial.
I thought it was really good, and his performance in that was good. Really good, actually. He was definitely channeling his pops and his granddads and his uncles in that one. But for this one, I feel like again what was going on was way over the top to the actual situation that looked like was happening in the movie. If you get what I'm saying.
You know what it was for me? I liked it and I liked his acting. I do agree, like, it. Now you're saying it, it was like he was a bit bigger than the film, especially when you know the film was a bit, it was a low budget film.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't get away from the John Q reference, and I feel like he was tapping in way too much into a Denzel, and it was almost like what you would have expected John David to be acting like. When you heard that it was his son, I really felt like he was giving Denzel Jr., but instead of it naturally being that, I felt like the whole, even before people saw this film, I felt like the whole thought process going into even making this film was to try and do a John Q feel, and I feel like that was like heavily presented throughout the whole film. It never really quite got there. Like, I never really quite felt that emotion. Like, I thought the relationship between him and his kid was really cute.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't no heartwarming sort of thing.
But
I didn't feel
that's down to, that could be down to even the creatives, the writers, who director, like everyone who's taking cues from Q. Who's
the
taking,
director's a white lady.
Who's taking reference points from wherever? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
but does that make a difference in terms of portraying a black man's story?
Sometimes I think it does, because you got where's your heart?
Where's it coming from? The story? Where's it coming from?
We have that conversation quite a lot, especially in the work that I do.
Yeah,
whether white people can tell black stories, but there's no problem in that. But then you have to have those. You really have to understand how black people move in situations. Yeah. Really understand, not your stereotypes. You've got to leave everything at the door. That's like me trying to do a film about a bunch of Scottish people.
Yeah,
I might use the very basic stereotypes that I think I know about Scottish people. I need someone that's really going to tap me. If I don't know them, tap me into the heart of the nuances of what they would do in a situation like that. I didn't see that was too much outside of. I don't think anyone necessarily acted outside of their cultural characteristics. But did she really? Was she mindful? That's always the thing. Are you mindful?
Her co-writer was a black guy. So I feel like there was some sort of assistance. But yeah, when you're directing and having a vision, I think it might impair a few things. I think what was done well from my little research, they got this quite close to story. Of how things actually happened. Yeah. So sometimes it's like, this was a good film. Let me just start there. It was a good film. Sometimes you feel like it could have been a bit more, but that's always hard when it's based on a true story, because you want them to keep it to a true story.
You want them to do the mad thing, but it'd be like,
that's all like what happened. Because then it's like, why is the film? Because I think there's something in it that made me say, why was this film made? And then I'm like, you're honouring this dude, and you're highlighting a problem that's plaguing America specifically. How veterans are mistreated. You fight for a country and you come back and you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is actually a historical, archival documentation of the fuckery that happens in this earth. Yeah. And this guy has been honoured in this moment, in this film, so there's an importance in that.
You're right. You know, I didn't even think of that. This was an honouring. Like, it wasn't a violation, because you know there's a lot of
it's only
true stories.
You know, it was only like a 30-page article or something like that.
Oh, is it?
It's not like no big thing. It was like just taken from a little article sort of thing. So
it wasn't honouring. They did make him look good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even he was nice to the people.
Like, even the ending when it was like, yo, well, I won't say what it said at the end, but when they done
Yeah.
the little description, and you're like, yo,
That was
yeah,
like, what the fuck? Like, what we doing? Like, how
So
not? You know
it
what
was
I'm saying?
literally showing you,
Yeah.
yo,
Nah, it
you hear
was,
me?
That was that. You're
But
right,
it's,
it
it's
was
mad.
ugly.
You really never hear the good flip on these stories. Like, I can't remember. I don't think I know a film of a vet that came out and it was all peaches
It was
and
all
cream.
peach, yeah,
sort
yeah.
of
It's always
vibe.
I'm
a
sure there are
madness.
some success
Yeah,
stories, but in
there's
general,
so many of these. It gives you like it's
there's-
based on some real.
Yeah,
well,
they've
it's
had their
based on-
benefits cut. They've had their all these things in America, and I don't. We always look to America for what goes on over there, but we don't know over here. We don't even hear about it in the
No.
UK.
No.
And trust me, I'm sure.
Yeah,
the way the UK acts like America's,
Yeah.
little brother, it's definitely going to be as bad over here as well.
Joke,
Yeah.
too.
Okay, before we get into our watch its, we're gonna do a little new section that we call.
Did you finish talking? Did you not mention Mike? We didn't mention Michael K. Williams.
Oh,
Just a little bit. I don't know if we need to.
do you? No, I was gonna say. You see, when you know someone's past and you see them on film, do you feel a sort of way? Is it awkward? Do you
Because you know
recognize they've passed? Does it make you? Is there a sort of airy feeling watching them, knowing that they're no longer here, or is it just like you're still watching the film as an actor?
It didn't cross my mind.
Didn't
I
cross my
watched it
mind.
and just because I don't know what that means, but for this particular moment, I didn't think about him being. It might have. Okay, he's not here with us, but then it didn't affect what I saw on screen. I think again, this film that's small and probably trying to be historically correct. He just did his thing and then
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of telling that we actually didn't touch on him, to be honest, because I don't think that
it didn't make an impact. But then if he had survived, if he lived, that would be just another
Yeah,
small
it would be a
film
little
or-
thing for the
and
next.
we've been
thing.
saying this. He's
Yeah.
he's done a few of these roles
Loads.
where he just comes in and
Just
it's almost
random.
like
Does his thing and
it's almost
goes.
like the perfect assist.
Yeah.
Like he comes in and assists
does
the
his thing.
films.
So
does
that-
it.
Yeah.
Him not
And it's
knowing,
a good name to
Yeah,
have on your
yeah,
film
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Him not knowing, I'm assuming he didn't know he was going to pass. So him not knowing, they were like, I'll do this film.
Yeah,
and knowing,
yeah,
and it seems
yeah.
like he takes on characters and he plays roles that are maybe not memorable on like as we're saying,
They're
here, but they're
meaningful, though.
meaningful.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they're
that
meaning.
his legacy and his footprint
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah,
So this
yeah,
would have
yeah.
been like a little thing. Let me do it.
Yeah.
And then,
There is a
Then it would've
theme
been
to the characters he
Yeah,
played. Like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
very
Range as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're reality characters. Like they're real people. Yeah,
So it
real
is, yeah.
emotions. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, his part was cool, but
Yeah, same. I didn't.
it was
even,
just like a role.
Yeah,
literally,
yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't
Sure,
even
he was
cross. It was
like
just like,
walking
yeah.
It's because the film was about John Boyega.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, it
literally,
was, like
probably like-
even in the bank, there was two people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure when he walked in, there was more, right? Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah, they
cool.
let-
Because that
He
threw
got
me
rid of
off.
them all. He
Yeah,
got rid
yeah,
of them
cool.
all.
It was in the true story. Like there was two people, the two employees left. That was true to story.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
He got
If
rid
you
of
lot
them
check Hollywood versus History or Facts, there's a website that literally most biopics they do
Okay,
the
they're going back.
fact
Okay,
versus the
dope.
fiction.
Okay, cool.
Just so you can.
Yeah,
Sign
yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's a good site. Fact
Okay,
checker site.
sick.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So just quickly, we're gonna be doing a little just to make sure you guys are watching it. We're gonna be doing a little quiz.
A little Q&A. Yeah.
5 multiple choice questions
Cameraman Alex, why?
The heat is on.
to make sure
You used
that
to make me drink a lot.
you guys. Well, no one
Don't-
told you.
don't
No one
do
told
that.
you.
Come on, man.
You wanted an extra
didn't-
top up to
they
do a
didn't-
little pirate.
I know, but I couldn't do a pirate. But also,
You
Harry,
want to do a pirate with the rum, man.
wait. Let's calm down. 'Cause I never wanted to do a pirate. I was forced and
But
thrown
you
into a
wanted the rum,
situation. I wanted the rum. Thank you, F28.
Hey.
Aunties could never. We want F28.
I'll plug you.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll run through this quickly because
Aight.
we're running a bit out of time. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go through this quickly. But yeah, 5 multiple choice questions. You versus Akua versus Zush.
What's my name?
Akua.
What's my name?
Akua?
Thank you.
Akua.
On the third one.
God damn.
Easy.
You
And
made
she
a
just
whole
gave you a whole
segment.
spiel.
You gave me a whole segment to talk about my name, and then you were like
Exactly.
Akua, and you
Disrespect.
didn't even say Akua. You said Akua. You brought another lemon.
Proper English, isn't it?
Is it though?
Akua. What's the English?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Me
I'm
versus
not getting
Zush.
involved.
Akua
Thank
versus
you.
Zush.
Come on.
Come
Are you
on.
ready?
Dark skin versus dark skin.
I mean,
I'm gonna
it be
get
like
it.
that sometimes,
I'm
man.
gonna
They
get
always be
it.
trying to put us against each other, but you hear me? We
gonna
go
get it.
rise. We might get the same score. To be fair, I'm here to win, though.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not gonna lie to
All
you.
right.
I don't even know what I'm.
We're gonna lie.
Go on.
So for the first question, you answer first, and then Zush answers
What is it?
second.
What's this quiz on?
on the film.
Oh no!
What do you mean? What, the film you just watched?
I thought it was just like
You're watching.
I thought it was general knowledge. I thought it was general knowledge.
How far is the sun away from Earth?
No,
Say
no.
that about the film. So yeah,
So
so
you just watched.
okay. So
Cheers.
for the first question, Akua
Yeah.
will answer first, and then Zush will answer second. Okay,
Come on.
question one.
Easy.
What
now.
was the name of the bank that Brian attempted to rob?
Wells and Fargo.
Rotten. You know, it's multiple choice. You go gear.
Oh,
And,
Go on,
and I
then.
mean, okay, so I know
Wells
what
and
Zush's
Fargo.
answer is
No,
going to be. Okay.
Give me the multiple choice.
Okay, so was it
I
A?
wanna know.
Was it A, Chase Bank? Was it B, Wells Fargo?
Yeah.
Or was it C, Citibank?
no wait! Do I lose the point for getting it right?
No, but you
no,
just
no,
put-
no.
no.
You didn't give me the rules,
There's no rules. You just answered and Zush
Yes.
answers.
but I won though.
There's no.
What did you win?
I won the answer.
You didn't win. It's not the first to get it.
Okay,
It's just like,
but you're gonna take my answer.
no, I wouldn't do
Oh,
that.
no one told you to go big, bad, and brave.
Yeah, I know. There's brazen
Wells
out there.
Fargo.
Yeah, me.
How
I didn't even
about
know
that?
that was going to be in a multiple choice. How did you? You see the answers?
I know the answer to the question.
All right. You know, Wells Fargo. What are we doing there? Come on.
I won't waste your time. Yes, well done. Congratulations. Yeah, it
Thank
was
you,
Wells Fargo.
Auntie.
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks.
Second question.
Come on. Don't be so hasty.
What branch of Wells Fargo was it? No. Okay, cool.
I'm behaving myself now.
Was it A, Windy Hills, B, West Hill, or C, Winton Hills? Zush to answer first.
Go on.
I definitely do not know this. So I'm going to go with what sounds about right to me. What did you say C was? Western Hills.
Winton Hills.
It's definitely not Winton Hills. Where is that?
So you got A, Windy Hills, B, West Hill, or C, Winton Hills.
Where was we? Where was it? Where was the bank?
I actually don't even know.
Georgia.
Georgia.
All right, and the first one was what?
Georgia.
Windy Hills, West Hill, or Winton Hills?
A. Yeah.
Windy Hills.
Yes.
I'm gonna go B. West Hills.
West Hills. Okay. The correct answer,
It's Winton.
Windy Hills. A.
So in 2013, I had taken this journey through Georgia, and I remember coming
Shut
across. You know what? You know your things.
No
bruv.
one doesn't.
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
No,
Just
you
guess.
don't. It's chatting rubbish.
And to be fair, just
How
let's
did I know that?
for the record,
How did I
his
know?
point that he scored the first time around was from me,
Yeah, but
But you could have
shown us this
done
one
that.
as
You
well.
could have done the same thing.
but I didn't believe him.
And
yeah,
that-
exactly. That's why you don't go big, bad, and brave. Wells Fargo.
I was right.
Come
Okay.
on, 2 up.
Question 3.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah. What Marine rank was Brian?
Oh,
Was it A, Sergeant, B, Lance Corporal, or C, Lieutenant? Akua to answer first.
Lieutenant.
C, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Zush,
It wasn't. Was it Lance Corporal?
It wasn't last corporal. What was A?
Sergeant.
He wasn't a sergeant.
Yeah, it wasn't a sergeant. I'm going with C as well.
C, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Okay. The correct answer is B, Lance
He's Lance
Corporal.
Corporal.
The sergeant was Michael K. Williams.
I could.
He wasn't a. Yeah, no one was
Yeah,
a sergeant.
nobody was a lieutenant.
Alright, cool. Say nothing. Shut up, fam. Why don't you?
So till
go
2-1.
first?
Dead.
2-1. Two more
Whenever
questions.
You go first. It's Higgy.
2 more questions to go. Who was the woman
I'm still
phoning
winning,
the
though.
bank up trying to speak to?
What?
Who?
Who was the woman who was phoning the bank up trying to speak to?
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, when John kept speaking to her,
Yeah,
spoke to her
yeah.
twice.
He
took
said,
her
I'm trying to
details-
rob the bank.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yep, right. Was it A, Lynette, B,
Oh, names.
Suzette,
Man.
or C, Bridget?
Get it right, so I can copy you.
Nobody's name is Suzette. First
Of
and foremost.
course.
Like,
Who's
we
Suzette?
actually know it's Suzette. Like we both do.
We?
Yeah,
And
she
then
comes
lots
to
of-
our events.
I know
I
Yeah,
feel
she
like
comes
lots
to our
of
event.
reggae
man.
tunes.
Yeah,
There's
Suzette.
something
Hey,
called
clip that out, innit?
Suzette. I believe.
A, Lynette, B, Suzette, C, Bridget.
I believe.
Why are you saying Bridget? It's Bridget. No?
He's trying to make it
Bridget.
rhyme.
I know you're
Bridget.
trying to make
Yeah, I
it
was
rhyme
trying
and
to- yeah.
throw man off.
Lynette, Suzette, Bridget,
And no, it's Bridget.
Bridget, Suzette.
Hey, queer.
All right. It's not Suzette. and Lynette sounds bait, so I'm going with Bridget.
I'm gonna copy you. If you get it wrong, I'm fucking.
Come on, what?
All right, the correct answer is
Lynette.
Suzette.
Suzette.
Nah, I'm joking. It's Bridget.
Come on.
It's C, Bridget.
That's a measure.
Chamon.
Bridget.
You're
Okay, so
such-
it's 3-2.
Stop.
It's 3-2.
It's not 3-2.
Jump.
It is.
It's actually not.
So you need to
What
get
would
this.
it be then? It
It
would
would be
be
4 or 5.
what?
Well, we've only had 4.
5. 4.
If you get this right and Zush gets it wrong, that's 3-3 and we go into a tiebreak question.
Fuck's sake, this is so annoying.
And you've been
You
cheating
didn't tell me.
because you cheated
You
on the
didn't.
last
You cheated
one.
on the first one. You didn't tell me that I had to do you homework.
You didn't have to
You
do
just
homework. You
had
just
to
need
do
to
it.
watch the film.
But I did watch
You had
the
to do
film.
what you had to do. What you did. You did.
didn't make me take
do what you did.
notes.
Okay, final question.
All right.
How much did Brian say the VA owed him? Was it 892
I know
and
you're gonna
34
I
cents?
know you're gonna do.
892 and 54 cents, or was it 892 and 24 cents? Akuya to
Say them
answer
again.
first.
Say them again. Say them again.
Right, like you know.
A, was it A, 892 and 34 cents,
shit.
B, 892 and 54 cents, or C, 892 and 24 cents?
B.
892 and 54 cents.
I was
B.
going with B as well.
B.
I was going with B as well. But here's a fun fact, yeah.
Is it fun though?
Well, for me it is, because no matter what, I win now.
Yeah, that's true.
Mad. But anyways, it's mad how
Because
like.
if you're both right,
Yeah.
you both get a
Don't
point.
copy me then.
All right, you know what? Just to make
Take
the
a
game
seat.
more fun.
Take a
But
seat.
I know it's B though. But just
You
to make
don't
the
know
game,
it's B.
I do know it's B. I do. But just to make the game fun, A.
Okay, good.
Go on.
Hey, okay. The correct answer is
C.
A.
Come on.
809.
Just win by accident and shit. It's
Can I be violent in this moment? No. Can I?
Yeah. 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 So that's 4-2.
No, that doesn't
4-2.
sound right.
That is-
That doesn't sound right.
It does. It does.
It doesn't
It's a
sound right.
violation. Yo, people that know me go see this. Wait.
This is a still.
Now hear,
Well done.
hear what I'm saying though, yeah? You know that's a mad joke thing though. That's peak. I actually feel bad for you, a little
Do you
piece.
feel bad? I don't feel bad.
I
I
do.
don't. I don't thrive on winning or losing. We're all here. We had fun. It was nice. Bit of competition. I'm happy. I'm glad.
I'm glad.
I feel like I schooled you lot on the conversation we had prior. It's all right. I let the men win.
I mean,
It's all right.
I take
Men
a win.
need the competition
I take
to
a win
feel.
anyhow I can get.
You-
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. I feel like I didn't dent your
It's
ego.
it's a good energy
I felt
boost.
like
It
kept
does a
the
lot for
status
morale.
quo
I feel like I can go
going.
on for the rest of the week.
You can.
with- yeah,
and I
me.
feel like as a woman, I facilitated your ego to feel
No, you didn't.
in this
but
moment. You did. I did.
no, but you
Because
lost.
if you lost to me, it would have been a problem. You're like, oh my God, I'm a man. Am I a man?
No,
Do I-
no, it wouldn't. I'm not
I
like that.
believe
I'm not
that.
like that. I'm not like that.
I
but
believe I
just take.
supported
Nah, you
a black
didn't.
man in this moment.
What we doing here? I won fair and square. Yeah,
Go
because
black man,
I'm
go.
a wit.
Okay, just quickly before we finish up, we decide whether or not it's a watch it or a not for our viewers.
Okay.
So, Akuya,
Let the people them know.
He's scared.
very.
It's definitely a watch it.
I'll
Sure.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Zush,
Cool. You know, it's a watch it. It's a watch it. It was good. It wasn't like super action packed, but there was enough in it to keep you engaged. You hear me? I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not a boring film. You hear me? It's nice, simple, straight to the point. Good story. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So watch it.
Okay. I will say it's a watch it as well. I wasn't bored. I did think it was a good movie. It was not John Q, but
It
And
wasn't
shouldn't-
junky.
Do you know what? To be fair, it shouldn't
It's
be.
not- yeah, it wasn't-
It shouldn't
it's not-
even.
I
There's
I
going to
see
be
why
more.
they did, but they should.
No, it's lazy. It's like, oh, there's a film, there's a hostage, so let's call it the other black
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
let it
it's
stand
a
on
black
its
man- It's a
own.
black man hostage
You
situation.
know-
so
you
it's
know-
like-
Let it stand on its own.
You know what? To agree with that, because I feel like I hadn't been told that, I might not have
There's
thought
no
that.
need for you
But
to
being
John
told
Crew.
that, I can see it. If you get what I'm saying. So had I
No,
not
there's
been
no
told
need.
it,
It's
Yeah,
just
I
so
wouldn't have put this.
It's a
thing.
hostage
I'm
thing.
here.
Okay.
I'm here
Why-
with you.
yeah.
I'm here because I felt sometimes a bit more inside manish than John Q.
I'd go closer with Inside Man
Yeah,
than John
yeah,
Q,
so-
to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just before we wrap up, recommendations.
Yeah, recommendations. Do you have one?
You didn't tell me to do that.
You don't need to. You
freestyle
don't need
song.
to. Yeah, it's freestyle. I ain't got any.
Like what you been watching?
do recommend. Literally just started watching Jury Duty on Amazon Prime. It's stupid. It's actually quite funny. It's basically, the premise is everyone is an actor apart from one guy who thinks he's on jury duty and thinks he's on a documentary that's talking about jury duty. I've just watched one episode. Hilarious. Okay. Obviously, Succession. If you're not watching,
so many people talk about Succession.
I heard this episode is one of the best episodes that's been shown on TV. That's how deep it is.
I've heard so
for
much
you guys who review shows. What are we doing?
Do you know how much?
In the words of Jadakiss, what are we doing?
It's like season 4 now, isn't it?
Yeah. No. Seriously,
that's first.
Can you watch Succession? It's masterclass.
No, I will.
Seriously?
No, I do hear
it's
that.
masterclass.
I hear. What's it? Episode 3.
This latest episode
was. I heard that's like they don't even know what to compare it to. That's why.
No, they're trying to compare it to Breaking Bad, but there's an episode in Breaking Bad, but Breaking Bad did not resonate with me as much as Succession has.
Wow, I heard that across the board.
And I think for me, it's like, I mean, I love The Bear as well.
Bear was awesome.
But The Bear is fantastic. So that I love. Succession and this particular episode, but anyway, the season is just brilliant.
No, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out as well. But my one would be Poker Face.
What's that? And what?
Poker Face is it Paramount? I think it's Paramount. It's about a lady that lives in Vegas, and basically she has this talent to basically tell if you're lying or not.
Is it good though?
It's actually all right, and I tell you why it's all right, because it flips from Vegas. It starts in the casino. Obviously, the name's Poker Face. An incident happens in the casino. She ends up figuring stuff out, and it's almost like Columbo. Imagine a modern day Columbo. Okay. And she's not a detective though. She's not a detective. She's just someone that ends up getting involved in like certain situations, and because she's got this mad talent where she can kind of tell if you're lying, sort of thing, she ends up why it's like Columbo, you remember they used to give away the crime at the beginning, and then it would just basically tell you how we got there. Yeah. That's how this show's laid out. Cool. So the start, I think it's Paramount. Or Netflix.
Oh,
I know it's a big difference.
I don't think it's Netflix because I feel like I would have seen it.
Yeah. But Poker Face. I can't remember what it's on, if I'm honest.
I got 2. So one, Netflix. Got to go with my Korean things.
Beef.
Beef is second. Right. Beef is second. So first off is Juvenile Justice. It's a Korean drama show. It's about judges in Korea and they preside over juvenile like court, but it's like deep. It goes into.
Is it real?
It's not like real case, but it's a show. But
is it dramatized? Is it scripted or is it?
Yeah, scripted. Oh, okay. Yeah. But they like it's really cool because they have a situation that's occurred. And then they have a verdict, but then they go deeper into why the situation occurred. And then there's always like twists, and sometimes something has happened to the child when they're younger, and then it's permeated into why they've become and grown up like this, and etc. etc. And the woman who is the judge notoriously hates the juvenile system, and she wants to change it up and stuff like that. It's really good. Like, it's a really good concept, and they have a different way of doing juvenile court over there as well, where they assign one person called a judge to the child, and the judge will have multiple children that they try and get from being here to there and kind of thing. But it's really good. Like, I've really enjoyed watching it, and the soundtrack is awesome. So I like my soundtracks. And secondly, I banged out Beef last night, bruv, one after the other, all 10 episodes. Must watch.
It's actually, I was going to say that was on my third.
It's a must watch.
On my list. It's not bad. It's
I'm only on the 3rd episode. It really tried jerking two tears, and
it gets worse.
Okay,
like, it literally gets worse.
But it's good. It's good.
I was Beef was a wicked.
You know what? Glenn was Glenn the drawing factor for you? No,
not really.
Walking Dead.
I saw Glenn. I said,
he's looking cute as well.
I thought.
It's good. I watched.
Is it Ali
Wong?
Yeah,
Ali
Wong. She's a comedian. Yeah,
all good job.
Yeah.
It was good.
It's good.
Okay, I think we've had a good one today. We've touched on some points.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit vexed. We didn't really get to go in a bit more
because we wanted to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, we want to find out some stuff from our point of view.
About you, about British Blacklist, because
ask me one question.
Man, really put man on the spot there.
Well, no, because we kind of had done our research, so we knew that like, you started off as like a hairdresser.
Yes.
Yeah. So you started off a hairdresser, and then you
because I got kicked out of college, and my mum told me to
do something.
You're not fucking staying at home. So I had to go with my auntie, who had a hairdressing salon in White City, out of her flat, and it was very popular. So I did that, went back to college, then went to the hairdressers again.
What did you do at college?
Performing arts when I was a bit serious, and I still wasn't serious. Shout out to Chucky Venn, who's in Casualty. He was in my class, and he was amazing. And he took it seriously, and we were like, "Why the fuck is he taking it so seriously?" Now we know why. But naturally, hairdressing was my God-given talent, so I just went into that without really knowing what I wanted to do. And then I started doing like fashion shows and music videos and shit like that. And then I got pregnant, and then I pivoted and said, "Let me go into media." And I got a journalism degree.
What was the thought process of going into media?
There was none. There was. Basically, when I was in school, the one lesson that I could not fail at, regardless of anything, was English. I was always good at English, and I always just generally loved media and stuff like that and entertainment. So I thought, because of the levels of hairdressing that I was doing, where I was starting to get to do fashion shows and big things and long hours, I thought that if I'm going to become a mother, there's no way my daughter's I'm going to be able to do that. So I had to kind of ground myself, and so I decided to go and study. Easiest thing was English media. Did that, multimedia studies, and then I went into do a degree in journalism.
And how did the British blacklist come? Like, how did that?
Working at the BBC for about 8 years, I was like, when you work in a corporation that does the arts, but it's not speaking to you as a black person or whatever marginalised group you're from, that's when I was like, I'm still got one foot in the community. I know what's going on. And I always use the example of Daniel Kaluuya in Sicario, where we knew he was in it, but the mainstream was not talking about it. They were talking about everybody else but Daniel. Yeah. And these times, if he was a white boy, they would have been like, dude from is in this film, this big blockbuster film. He didn't get the mention. So then I was like, how do I rectify that? And also, I was looking at how do we find information. This is showing my age, but back in the day when you used to go to HMV and get the DVDs, and I'd be like, look, I used to collect DVDs religiously, and I'd be like, where's the black film? That might be a black film, like, I want to get it on DVD, then it's been deleted. So then I'm like, who's in control of our stories? Because I know this film is popping in the hood, but yet I go to HMV and I can't find it. Who's in control of that? So I said, let me do a database of films so everyone knows where all these black stories are. So in my research of doing that, I was like, actually, when I got to the UK, there was nothing, barely any lists or information about content being made by black creatives. And that's what started me to think, okay, let me do an IMDb for black creatives in the arts. And it became the British Blacklist in a very short...
Did that pick up quite quickly for you?
No, 10 years. No, to be fair, when I launched it, I kept thinking, why has no one done this? It's weird. And just my tenacity in like keep doing, I was working at BBC and then I just was plugging away. So 10 years it's been 10 years. I can't say it happened quickly, but the recognition and the kind of solidifying what it is I was doing kind of became...
That's more what I meant in terms of, because you was kind of the only person in that space, did you find that more of like a lot of the black content creators and actors gravitated to you quite quickly? Or was that still quite a process to even get them on board and make them understand the gist of what you were trying to do?
It was a process, but I think it's also understanding what... Because I worked at the BBC, so I had a little bit of insight, not necessarily the glitzy side of BBC. It was all behind the corporate wall and departments and stuff, so it wasn't always the shiny stuff. But you do get an insight into the processes of how things are made and what it takes to get to the talent, which we don't necessarily understand when you're outside of it. So even me, like the journey, you guys now do red carpets with us. So the journey of when I first, in my first red carpet, which could have been It's a Lot, Femi Oniyeren's film, it could have been that where we're at the bottom end with the online group in a cluster, to my tenacity say, nah, I'm going to keep applying, I'm going to keep going. So now, when we're in the red carpet, British Blacklist gets a nice position next to the higher end. We're in a good position. That journey there, it's like, I'm also quite, people say I'm way too humble for what I do, but it's helped me because that's helped me not always get so upset and jaded when like people are like, nah, we're not doing your thing because who are you? I understand the game. you've got to get yourself to a level where people can respect what you're doing. And I think black people have been done a disservice where our shit isn't funded properly. It's jing bang. It's like not as quality as the stuff that we're trying to get to. So we've got to earn the respect of the platform to make sure that people trust us and say, yeah, okay, I can come to it. There's an element of what we need to support each other. I'm not discounting that. But I always knew in the back of my mind, I've got to be as shiny as my peers in this industry, the white peers, because people are going to want to have something that they can respect and support without feeling embarrassed. And we've been embarrassed for too long for certain things for us. So that kind of kept me grounded. So I was able to do like some of the hard shit. I'm not saying I haven't been mad at people at times, but I also recognise it. If your shit's not quality, why the fuck would they come to our platform? Why should they?
Name of the game sort of thing.
It is.
Yeah. I've read somewhere that you never really wanted to be like an actor or anything. Like you never wanted to get involved.
You read it somewhere? Did I say that?
Yeah. Google's an amazing place, bro. You had said
I said that?
Yeah, you had said you wasn't.
Well, no, never.
So I was gonna ask: is there anything in film other than journalism you would have wanted to be in, like behind the camera or like a writer, film, produce? Is there anything you actually?
From a child, I think when everyone says, "I never thought I could do this." From a child, I've always loved the Oscars and I always loved shows and performance. But I never knew it would turn into a career. I never knew. But I was always a writer. I'm a writer. I can communicate so much better on paper than vocally, I think. So before I launched the British Blacklist, I started to do a blog diary thing. This was at the very cusp of like blogs and websites and stuff. So I started to do a diary comic strip that in my mind I was like, maybe I can get this made. And then literally after a couple posts and it was starting to get momentum, then I had the idea for the British Blacklist and that took over everything. So I suppose for me, a writer maybe, producer definitely. Now I've done the industry. Yeah. I'm definitely a producer. And people always think I'm an actress when they seem like, oh, do you act? So I wonder what that is. Mm-hmm. So I think, okay, maybe I could act, but it's not something it's not something I think about or I'd never thought about. But then black girls generally from working class background in South London, who's thinking about being an actress necessarily. Yeah. So I would never have thought that. Maybe if I was in a different environment, I would have gone the actress route. I think I can act. I can't do pirates though.
Clearly, yeah.
Right, we're getting a little role in Pirates of the Caribbean anytime.
I could have been a beautiful wench.
Wow. Okay.
Just not the pirate.
Okay,
fair enough.
I know we're running over, but just wanted to touch a little bit on how did the Soul Film Festival come about? So
Iyare, a young, lovely gentleman called Iyare, he started Soul Celebrate Connect, a film club kind of screening club when he worked at the BFI. And then because we had the British Blacklist going on, he came to me and he was like, can you support this, talk about it, but I'll be our mouthpiece for it. So we did that, collaborated on that quite a long time, for quite a while. And then I put out comms whenever he had an event, I would like go down to Seoul. So we had a friendship like that. And then he was like, I want to do this film festival. And again, he came to me, he goes like, you've been riding with us. Then he got We Are Parable, and then he got New Black Film Collective and brought us all together and just said, look, let's do this. And that's how it came about. We just continued in a festival version of what he had done with the film clubs at the BFI. And then it became Soulfest. Nice. Dropped a group, but now we're just three organisations come together and do that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. It's not as easy, but it hasn't been easy, but we're still here 5 years in.
That's cool, man.
Mm-hmm. You share again?
Yeah, man. We're working on it right now.
All right.
Last year was amazing. I locked down getting Silent Twins. We had Jungle. We had Little Darlings. We had...
That's the Amazon one, Jungle.
We had The Come Up. We had another film. Shoot, I'm forgetting. It's really bad. But yeah, we had some good films.
We couldn't make that one.
Yeah.
It's that one. But we're coming this one.
Yeah, there this year.
You have to. It's going to be in August.
Pull up.
The weekend after Carnival, that's when we're going to be.
Yeah, Zush will be back alive.
I'll be recovered by then, you know?
Be recovered. You have to be.
I see you at Carnival as well,
I need a few days.
Did it?
Yeah, I saw you.
What day was that?
Walking up. You catch her walking up?
I see her when
did you say?
I didn't say that.
Walking up. Oh, walking up. No, she wasn't. You
behaved.
You caught me. You was the one that pulled me. Dragged me, actually, to be honest. You dragged me. You was like, oi. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're okay.
Kind of was, I think J2K did a float. So we won the float.
He does the home one, isn't it?
Yeah, we won the home float. the first weekend, and the second weekend I was with my cousin. My cousin lives on the route. So
It's
we were just
funny actually. I saw you right after I came off your float.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, see.
literally.
Okay,
Right after I
yeah.
came off
Carnival's
your
lit.
float.
So,
Carnival gets active, man.
So it would have been Saturday.
so I was
No, it would have been Sunday that I
caught
saw you.
in one of those mad crowds at the end of it when they did the rush.
Oh,
I
is it?
was scared for my
That would
life.
have been Monday though.
It was Monday. I was
Monday
scared.
Monday last carnival was terrible.
They policed that so badly.
So bad.
Terrible.
So
badly.
I had some girl like next to me. Yeah, I didn't know she was crying, bro. She begged me to get on my back, bro, so she can get. I had her on my back, bro, like so she could
was
see.
scary.
Bro, she was like here, yeah. The whole place was like crammed. This was right outside West Bank, yeah, outside
Yeah, I know you're talking
outside
about,
West
yeah.
Bank, yeah, by Portobello.
Yeah.
Literally, bruv, yeah, everyone was trapped like sardines. She
It
was
was
getting
bad.
trampled and she was begging me, please, can I get on your back? I let her on my back. We got through the thing and she had a house right at the top of the road.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it was selling food. So she gave me a whole
Hey,
that's
plate of food.
It-
on the-
it's
No,
good
it was
to
mad,
be
it
a
was
good
mad,
person
it was
sometimes,
It was
man.
mad, it was
Good
mad.
to be
It
a
was-
good person.
That police, they need to fix that up.
Yeah, that
like
was-
cordoning
that was-
off and
yeah,
blocking
that
and
was
trying to
wild.
they wouldn't even let you leave.
Yeah,
they
it
wouldn't
was
even
wild.
let you
It was-
leave.
Then where I was, thankfully, just under the Portobello, under the bridge, luckily, people was like, no, we're not having it. So they bust the cordons. So they just, everyone dashed through. So we managed to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
down like towards Latimer Road.
Oh, okay.
If I was like, in this moment, there's that moment where you feel like you're going to panic and go nuts. And if you panic and go nuts, that's when you know you're going to be on the floor
Yeah.
and just dead. But it's just, I was just like, I'm that close to freaking out. So then the gates open. I was like,
Nah,
yeah.
it's true because I could only imagine because I'm relatively tall, so I could see
I'm
over.
little.
I could see.
and it's still a problem.
But if you're
In
low,
terms of, yeah.
if you're low and
And
you
you don't
can't
know
even
what's-
see now, you don't know what's going on. Do you understand?
It was that.
So it was, yeah, that was bad. But
it's crazy.
yeah, Carnival was a jump and we'd be there. But yeah, we're
Anyway.
definitely going to be at Soul Film Festival.
100%.
Yeah, man, you have to be.
100%.
That's it.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself.
Thank you for having me, guys. And thank you guys for having my back because I know it's not easy, but you lot have been holding the British Blacklist down for the red carpets and stuff. And you lot
Oh,
have
man.
actually, it's just nice because I really like to dispel the myth that black people can't work together and this like crabs in the barrel and all that shit. I really, really push against that. I've had some great organisations support me, black people support me, and definitely for however I can't remember how we got
I hollered
connected.
at you.
You hollered.
You ignored my first email.
I didn't
And
ignore
then-
it.
and
I'm
then- and then
a
I
one-woman band.
I re-emailed it. I was like, just FYI,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
last
And
email I
what's
sent
nuts,
you.
I believe you was hollering about something else, and then
You just
drifted
turn into something else.
this,
But it's
and
just
that's
that
like,
you guys have been really lovely, and it's
Nah,
like
it's been-
I know I'm not the most organised. I'm like, guys, can you just do this tomorrow? Half an hour now, do it. And you
But
guys have done it,
we're
and it's
used
been
to-
nice.
We're used to it now. We're
Yeah,
used to
it's
My
it's-
madness, but it's just
life.
nice. It's
go.
been lovely.
Nah, it's
So
been dope. It's been
But
dope.
I said to you from the start because you was very caged with us at the beginning. You wasn't like you weren't really like yo, and I was like yo man, like what are you saying? I think I kind of just chipped away at you.
but it's also because you don't know
No,
what.
but it's true. No,
Yeah, you don't know
we
what's
understand
what.
it.
Literally,
But
yeah,
also,
you know.
I
I'm
used
also
to always say, I used to be like, yo, was she not bringing us in for this, that? And he was like, nah, she will. Nah.
But also, it's just understanding because it's sometimes it's one you got to when you're in this space and you've built the position. Because I think what we need to do as black folks in this space is also really give patience to each other and really remove your ego from everything. It's so fucking hard. I can't say that every day I've been perfect, but it's very hard. And sometimes I get people saying, right, I didn't do this. I'm like, do you know what I'm dealing with? I ain't making money. I got one person that's working. I got my right hand and a bunch of volunteers. British Blacklist looks like a super
really
conglomerate.
does. Yeah.
It really ain't. It's
Yeah, it
me,
really does.
Tamika, shout out Tamika, and shout out Afia, Nana, the writers, Whelan, Lisa, I've got to say them all now, Majola,
Don't forget no one, you know.
you
Innit?
lot, and
The squad.
Yeah.
you know, only oneself, Sam, that's it. All the people that have supported us over the years, it is hard work and we don't make money.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like, you got to bear with us. It's not always that
Yeah.
we're ignoring you and shit like that. But it's just having patience and faith, like, okay, this is what these people are about, and looking at where you can use it to benefit
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, we
Exactly
understand. I was only joking.
No,
but
it's
like,
based facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
nice.
we get it, man. But
Nah,
yeah,
it's
now
been- it's
you
been
we
fun.
always big you up as well because you showed us so, like in the like how long we've been going. So November 2020, and since we've met you and since you started us
Been a
throwing us
mad fast
places,
track.
like it's been a
Mad.
big jump. Like it's
Yeah.
been like right,
Yeah.
okay. Like we could only like I remember a point when we did what was
Boy.
the first Top Boy?
Top
that
Boy.
was like a big lap.
Top
Was like,
man, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
That was the okay. Yeah, we're doing this now. That was
We'll be famous now.
That was a checkpoint. Well, for real.
Yeah, that was
for
like
real.
funny. That was actually
I
funny.
still got the pass for that.
Me too. I still got the shirt. Might be a little tight,
memorabilia,
but I still got the
yeah.
shirt. You get me?
Trust me,
That was
that's
good.
that's
So,
a
yeah,
landmark.
thank you as well.
Yeah,
Thank you
100%.
for hooking us up and bringing us in, man. So,
100,
like I
100.
said, you showed us a lot. Like even like being forthcoming with how to even get on the carpets and, this, that, you get
maneuver,
me?
yeah.
Now we get some ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man. We even thank you. So,
man, appreciate it.
but thank you for coming down as well. Even though you had to go grab you.
Bro,
Confusion.
Confucius.
For me halfway sometimes, you know, me halfway.
Bro, next time I'm like, pick me the fuck up from my door, please. I ain't going to this warehouse shit. I don't drive. This is my thing. I don't drive, so
Yeah, no,
public transport
it
did
is
me
one of
dirty
them awkward
today.
places to get to.
It's
as well.
nonsense. But yeah, thank
It
you
is.
for getting me.
Nah, it's been lit.
no.
It's been lit. We ain't got nothing coming up. Now I'm in the pipeline. No more party. We soon come back with the Cine Club.
Oh shit, Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid Cine Club.
TBC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know the date or the time, but we gotta be doing it. It'll be the Friday or the Saturday. It'll be the 27th or the 28th.
Yeah. So look out for that. Little Mermaid family thing.
Bring
Bring
your
them
kids.
down. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, that's about it, really, innit? All right, people, you already know. When you're looking for something to watch, you're scrolling through and you're not really too sure what to watch. Or worse yet, you've heard of something, but you're like, I don't really know if it's good or not. Make sure you check out Watch It or Not
TV.
for the best movie and TV review shows that your ex-partner is now watching with their new partner.
Oh,
Crazy, I know, it's mad.
it gets
I
like
know,
that as well.
it's mad.
Can I ask one question? If you broke up with your girl, and she had your Netflix password, would you lock her off?
Yeah, first of all, I don't give out my Netflix password.
Oh, okay, like that.
So I'm just
Where are we? What's happening here?
just gonna,
What's going
like,
on?
I've got a big
Okay,
thing.
just listen to
I've
I've
learned
got a
so
thing
much.
about that.
I've learned so much
I've got a
Zush
big
about
thing about
Zush.
that. Well, hold on.
What?
So
Yeah, I would.
You'd lock her off.
Yeah.
If you had a partner,
Yeah.
and you had given him the Netflix password and you broke up, would you lock him off?
Absolutely, fuck off.
Yeah, that is not
No.
happening on my. And I
It
can
was-
see what you just. Nah, what we doing here?
Continue.
No,
watching-
why?
you just got sex life. What we doing
Why
here?
are
What's going on?
you watching on my time?
No, we're not doing that.
It depends on how we broke up. Innit? If I was like, you need to go, like, I'll give you a little couple months. Have the Netflix.
Months?
But if he dumped me or with some fuckery, as usual, it's usually the men anyway.
We going, bye, guys.